Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Đồng Nai radio and television stations. Here's the news today. Yesterday, a meeting of full-time National Assembly deputy discussed the draft Civil Defense Law (PDDS).
Presenting a report on a number of major issues with differing opinion on the bill, Chairman of the National Assembly National Defense and Security Committee, Lê Tấn Tới, said that the draft law presented at the conference had 7 chapters and 57 articles, compared with the draft law submitted to the National Assembly at the 4th session, reduced 14 articles. At the same time, many contents have been revised, added news and rearranged. Participating in these discussions, the delegates agreed that the regulations of the Civil Defense Fund is to create a flexible and timely legal mechanism to meet urgent requirements and to overcome the consequences of the catastrophic incidents in the future. Emergency cases. Meeting the spiritual requirements of the Politburo's Resolution 23 is the civil defense from FARTA. At the same time, it is recommended to review similar funds.
In Đồng Nai yesterday, the Stumbling Board of the Provincial Party Committee held a provincial online conference to grasp and implement the plan of the 11th Provincial Party Committee to implement the resolution of the 5th Conference of the Provincial Party Committee, Executive Committee of the 13th Party Central Committee. Comrade Nguyễn Hồng Lĩnh, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Hồ Thanh Sơn, Standing Deputy Committee, Provincial Party Committee chaired the conference.
At the conference, the delegates listened thoroughly, understand and implement the plans of the Provincial Party Committee on the implementations of the resolution of the 13th Party Central Committee. Speaking at the conference, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Hồ Thanh Sơn, suggested that the delegates raise a sense of responsibility, focus on studying and fully observe the contents of the resolution of the 5th Conference, the committee to comply with the Party Central Committee, the Provincial Party Committee's plan to achieve a high degree of unity in awareness and actions. At the same time, it is requested that the standing committees of the party committees at all levels under the province, at least in April, direct the study, mastery, propaganda, focus on strictly implementing the plans of the Provincial Party Committee. To support businesses and people to maintain and develop productions and business activities, the Minister of Finance had officially submitted to the government a draft dictionary extended the deadline for payment of value-added tax and income tax, personal income tax, and land rents this year. Specifically, according to the proposal of the Ministry of Finance, the subjects entitled to postpone the tax payment deadline to specify in Article 3 of DC number 34 in 2022, but excluded credit institutions and foreign bank branches. The reason is that in 2022, the business results of state-owned commercial banks and joint stock commercial banks are quite successful.
Alexander Volvik, Secretary of the Belarusian Council, yesterday told reporters in Moscow, Russia, that a draft concept of the Secretary of the Union State of Russia and Belarus has been planned and ready for the war meeting of the Supreme Council of the Union State next year.
Alexander Volvik told Belta news agency that he, along with other officials of the two countries, will try to submit the draft concept to the Supreme State Council for approval at a meeting of the Supreme State Council on Tuesday, 2024. Mr. Volvik also said that at the end of September that Belarus and Russia should update their sense of security of the Union State in the face of new threats and pardon. During the meetings of the Supreme Council State of the Belarusian Union State yesterday, Russian President Vladimir Putin said that the Russians and Belarusian authorities will draft a concept of the security of the Union State, which will reflect external modes. Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar yesterday told U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin that Finland's new membership in NATO showed Turkey's support for the military alliance expansions. Hulusi Akar also said that Ankara hopes Sweden will fulfill its commitment as soon as possible with its effort to join NATO. According to the statement from the Turkish Ministry of Defense, during the phone call, the two sides also discussed the importance of quickly committing effort to procure and modernize Turkey's F-16 fighter jet.
That is the end of our news today. Thank you for your time listening.